Charlie. I was Paul's brother-in-law since 1969. 8 of those years we lived out here in California, close to each other. He was an incredible car guy, I was a car guy, different kinds of car guys, but I was in heaven just being his brother-in-law and associate. 3 things. John did a great job talking about Paul and the kinds of things he did and what he got interested in. But he was undoubtedly the most creative guy I've ever known in my life. And when he would do things, a lot of times, he would do them differently from other people. Or he would do things that I couldn't even understand why he even thought about it, let alone did it. But that's what he did. A small memory. He designed a rocking chair, which he had in his living room for a long time, where if you rocked back hard enough, it wouldn't come back down. You would just end up with your feet up in the air and your head down by the floor on this rocking chair. Another thing, he went racing. He was an incredibly gifted race driver, and he was an incredibly gifted engineer. And he had this Trans Am Camaro. Well, he was racing against people that had tractor trailers. And even the amateurs that were at the lower rank of that sport, with whom he was far faster than any amateur in that car, they would have a trailer and they would tow the trailer to the racetrack. Paul drove his car to the racetrack. He had a quickly detachable exhaust system, so it was halfway legal on the street, and he would drive it. He raced a race in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And he drove his race car from here to Edmonton, Alberta. And I remember John had the little anecdote. Paul went through a wheel bearing somewhere in what, Kansas? Yeah. And he called up John and said, I need a wheel bearing. Come out and fix my race car with me. I got a race to go to. Last thing, John talked a lot about the human-powered vehicle interest. And that was an amazing thing. Paul knew you had to have a fantastic driver to get the fastest time you could out of your machine. So he recruited this Olympic bike rider. The guy had calves that were as big as most people's thighs. And incredible. They would erg over at Cal State Long Beach, and this guy could do amazing things on a burst of energy. Well, he built this super streamlined, if you will, suit that the rider would wear, which encompassed all of the bicycle except for the wheels down at the bottom. The pedals were inside the suit. Well, Paul wanted to get the absolute maximum amount of aerodynamic efficiency. He didn't want holes at the bottom of this suit, so there weren't any. So we're up at Irwindale Raceway, an old drag strip, and the human-powered people are having their annual contest. And here comes this guy down the strip at, I think, about 53 miles an hour. And at the end, he's going to stop, but he can't completely stop because he'll fall over on his side. So who's there to stop him? John and I at the end of the track, trying to catch this 200-pound guy in a bike that probably weighs 40 pounds with the streamlining on it, and keep him from falling over and breaking the streamlining so it wouldn't work for the next run on the track. Anyway, those are 3 of my indelible memories of Paul. A wonderful man to live with and talk to. And I come out here periodically, all the time, and Paul and I would get into politics and law and social sciences and all kinds of things. The most incredible guy I've ever known in my life.
Thank you.